Oh, going live. It says we're going live. Just Hangout is on the air. It says it's live. Good morning, everybody. It is, how is it Thursday? It's October 1st already. We're starting the fourth quarter. Wow. Can you, I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. Rick, I didn't mean to leave you out there by yourself. If you want to come on over and join us, you're certainly welcome to. Larry, well, ditto to you guys. So the reason I brought you across, Chris, is that you said you were on the webinar and you were glad I was bringing up the clickable banners. Talk to me. What is it? What is it that you need to know? What are we missing? I saw a lot of questions last night about clickable banners.
Well, I didn't even know they existed for one thing, so it's something else to add to that list that Lisa Torres put out. Remember that 14 reasons to join MLSP?
Okay.
I already added sites to that list because I haven't promoted that yet. But here's another thing to add. Another thing to add to that list.
Okay.
And I didn't know they existed, so I have no idea how they work.
Okay. Well, let's go through some of that stuff because I think there's a lot of people in a similar situation. Again, I'm going to add Rick and Larry. If you guys want to come on over and join us, you're certainly welcome to. I'm not trying to segregate the group in any way. I grabbed Chris because she was the first person on, and she was on the webinar last night. Who else? Rick and Larry, were you on the webinar last night? Let me know in the chat, and let me know if you want to come over. And Bill, were you on that webinar?
I was. I just listened to part of it.
Okay.
I didn't get the whole thing.
Okay, so, all right. So here's what I have for you folks today. First off, I went ahead and I shot screenshots of the entire presentation, and I put that into a file for you, which I can upload into the area. I don't need to come over. Okay, Larry. What about you? So let me share with you what I have, and then let's take a look at the clickable banner issue and what does it really all mean. And I'm not going to cover everything there is to cover about clickable banners today, but I think I'll cover the essentials of how you build these things, and then we can go into detail later on. So let me let's see. Let's come on over me. Did somebody type that in? Did you type that in, Chris?
What?
It says come on over in the chat, but I don't know what that means. Maybe I typed it in. All right, I don't know. I don't know how it got there.
I didn't.
Okay, so first off, let me show you what I've got for you, and then I will upload it to the Lunch with Len group so you can have the file. So I'm going to go screen share, and just interrupt me and ask questions. Let's just make this highly interactive. Screen share, entire screen share. So I'm going to assume this means you can see my screen, and I'm going to pull up a PowerPoint presentation. Now, I'm not mislabeling this at all. This is a screenshot copy of what Ron Aylock covered last night, and I am not going to cover the entire thing. I'm not going to reproduce his presentation. That's not my intention here today.
I don't think we need to anyway.
No, that's not my intention here at all. But very quickly, I do have the entire thing for you, his agenda, his quick story, his mindset, his blogging wall, why you should get leads, etc., and then into the 11 different things. And most of these things we already know a lot about, we've talked about, we've done it over and over and over. We don't need to label it to make it abstract. I think this is where one of the places where we begin, right? Banners, Chris?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let me click, I'm going to come back to that. Let me just going to click on through. PS lines and signatures, I doubt if there's any issues there.
No, Ray Higdon talks about that all the time.
Right. And the hyperlinks, we're probably okay there.
Yeah. Except he forgot to bring up, be sure to click in that you're going to open in a new window.
Right. Right. That's and somebody asked that question last night, and he actually did. Huh?
He still missed it, so I put it in the chat, but who
Yes.
knows?
Here is the insert edit link menu that comes up, and right there it says open link in a new window, and you really, 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 really want to click that.
Absolutely.
Otherwise they click away from your website and they are gone.
Besides that, Rob says that Google looks at how long they're on the blog, so it doesn't matter if they're into another window. As long as your blog's still up, Google's counting it.
Yes, yes. So this is an extremely critical point that is frequently overlooked, and it's easy to overlook it too. It really is easy, and I do it all the time myself. I forget to click that link, and then I have to go back and fix it. But there it is. It's right there. Pop-ups. I'm going to skip over pop-ups today. We talked about pop-ups with Ray Ray Higdon. He used this thing called Pipity. I've actually tried to load Pipity and it didn't work out real well for me. And maybe I'll go back and spend some time with it. But I don't have pop-ups working right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Log page tabs. I'm going to skip that. The Seth Godin plugin. I thought this was interesting. I have heard about this plugin before. I haven't used it, but I thought this was something that certainly might be worth exploring. I'm going to just click on through the Aweber comments form. Again, that's pretty intriguing. I'm going to talk a little bit, maybe if we have a chance later this morning, about Aweber, and then clickable images. Again, we're going to get to clickable images and social media shares, and applications. So those were all the topics he covered. Now, what I'm going to do now is I can put that PowerPoint presentation, like I said, I can put it out in the group for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on these clickable images and show you how to make this stuff work. Let's start with the simplest one. And by the way, I'm going to go live, and I'm going to do this live. And for today's examples, I'm going to use my website that's hosted on GoDaddy, the lenmooney.com site. The reason I'm using my site as an example is really quite elementary, so that no one on the other side of my camera can sit there and say, well, that's easy for you to do, but I don't have MLSP site, so I can't do that. Yes, you can. This has nothing to do whatsoever with MLSP sites. Nothing. It's just about putting the code where you need to put it in your website. So, let me go to MLSP. I assume you can see my screen. Chris? Somebody?
Yes.
Okay. So you see me going into the MLSP sign-in screen?
Yes.
Okay. Several things. Let's start with the absolute simplest thing we can do. If you look under training, in the sample ads and resources, under training, so you see where I'm at? Training, sample ads and resources, click. It will bring you to this page. And if you click on, right now we are at the sample ads home page. This is the home page. So if I click on banners, it's going to bring me to all of these banners. Now there's a couple of interesting things I can do with these banners. First off, as they sit right now, all the banners are pre-programmed to go to the appropriate MLSP campaign. So let me say that again. All of the banners as they sit right now, as we look at them, are programmed to go to the appropriate MLSP campaign. So for example, just grabbing one arbitrarily, this banner goes to the Facebook Advertising Mastery campaign. Let me click on the banner. I just left-clicked on it. And here we can sit and we can select what we want for the banner. We can select whether we want it to be a small box. You see the small box, 125 by 125. Or we can select a large box, which is this one, 250 by 250, or we can select, and there's several. There's large banners, there's small banners, there's skyscrapers. So you can select these different formats of the banners. Whatever format you select, and one of the questions that was asked last night is, well, how big which one should I pick? How big should I pick? It depends on where you're going to put it on your website. It really, I mean, you got to look at it visually and decide where you want to put it. Now, let me select the large box because I happen to know that one fits and looks reasonably decent. How did I find that out? I played with it. I tried it. That's how I found it out. There's no a priori preconceived knowledge here. It's just a matter of go do it. So I can click Generate HTML Code. Click Generate HTML Banner Code right there. Bingo. There's the banner code that I need. Now this is, at this point, this is absolutely identical to copying an Aweber form onto your sidebar, for example. We grab this code and copy it. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
That's not where I want to be. I want to be at my website. Let's go to my, let's see, do I have my website up? Yeah, there I am. There's my website. Okay, we are at my website now. We are at the dashboard. And once again, I want to emphasize this is not MLSP sites. It could be. I could be demoing this in MLSP sites, but then somebody would say, I can't do that because I'm not in sites yet. I don't have it. So I just want to get rid of that. Clearly understand this has nothing to do with MLSP sites. You can do everything I'm doing over in MLSP sites, or you can do it on your own website. So let's go to Appearances and Widgets. Now I hope everybody knows what we're doing at this point, and if you don't, just let me know and we can do additional training on it as much as we need to do. So I'm going to take my blog sidebar, which is the one that shows up, and maybe I better show you this. Let me visit my site. The way my site is set up right now, my front page is my blog page. I'm not going to argue whether that's the best or the worst setup because there's a lot of people are discussing right now what the best way to do it is. It doesn't matter. This is what I have right now. This is my blog sidebar. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add that widget into my blog sidebar. So let me show you how to do that. Widgets, back to widget. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that. There are two ways to get to widgets. One of which I'm used to, and I do it all the time, and the other way which I'm not so used to. So using the one I'm used to, I go back to my dashboard, I go to Appearances, I go to Widgets. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a text widget. Let me find a text widget. There's one right there. Now, again, I hope everybody knows they're following what I'm doing at this point. And if not, then we can go back and do a separate training on how to do this stuff. Because if I stop spending time on exactly what I'm doing in order to populate the widgets, then we're going to lose the topic, which was how to put the banners in. So I'm going to click on the text widget, and I'm just going to tell it to add one to the blog sidebar. So here's my blog sidebar. This is my new text widget that was just added. There's nothing in it. If I open it up, it's empty. Okay? I'm going to paste the code. This is the code that I copied from the MLSP banner. I'm going to paste the code. I'm going to go Save. And I can do close if I want, but it's not necessary at this point. I'm just going to simply go back to my site, visit site, and there it is. If I click on it, it takes me out to the pre-program. Now this, sorry, let me stop. This destination was the one that's set by default in the MLSP banner. Okay? So that's all there is to it. Now, let's take this a step deeper. Let me go back to my sidebar. So I'm going to my dashboard. Notice I have widgets here, but I'm not clicking on it because that takes me into the widgets menu that I get confused in. It's just that I don't use that one. I use this one. So I'm in Appearances, Widgets. I'm going to go to my blog sidebar. This is the text widget that I put in at the bottom. Here it is. Now, the destination is being controlled by this little snippet of code right there. That's where this thing is going to when you click on it. If you want it to go someplace different, all we have to do is put the someplace different in place of this piece of code. Okay? So, let me go back over to MLSP. Let me go to the MLSP campaigns. Let's pretend for a moment, just for giggles, that I want to put that picture on my website and I want to send them to the Mastery funnel. So this is where I want to send them. I'm just copying that URL, then close it. Now I'm trying to go slow here so you can take a deep breath and hopefully follow along. So going back over to my widgets, there they are. Again, just taking the piece of code that's in between those parentheses, that piece right there, if I now paste the URL in that I just copied and go save, I hope I didn't lose you there. I have now changed the destination so that when people click on this image, there's the image, same image, when they click on it, they now go to the BizBuilder Mastery campaign. So I can control where people are going to by changing that little piece of code that's in the banner.
That's awesome.
All right. Now, this is the sort of the simple, one of the simple ways to do it using the banners that already exist inside MLSP. So I can't see the chat, and I can only hear Chris. So is everybody with me? Are there any questions?
Not so far, but I'll keep watching.
Okay. Now I'm going to take you another step, because here's the next challenge we have. I would actually like to use this piece of code out on Facebook, but I've been having trouble with Facebook putting up the correct image. And I'm not going to go through that right now because I may confuse you. So let me just show you a simple way to put this, to turn this into a Facebook post or a Facebook ad. The simple way to do it, what I find to be the simple way. I'm going to go back to my MLSP campaigns. And then from there, go back to the MLSP banners. Under Training, Sample Ads and Resources, Banners. So here I have the MLSP banners again. Rather than click this and get the MLSP code, let me just click it and click it again. I'm sorry, I got to right-click it, and save the image as. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just taking this image. I'm not going to take any code whatsoever. I'm going to simply take the image, and I'm going to save it as. All right, it's already there. That's actually in New Pictures for Blog. It's in my New Pictures for Blog file, and it's already sitting there. So that's it. I did this morning again. Right before I started the webinar this morning, I ran through what I'm doing right now and tested everything to be sure it didn't screw itself up. Or maybe to be sure that I didn't screw it up. But that's the image sitting there. So I've already got it saved. Okay. and close this. And I'm gonna get rid of MLSP completely now. I'm going to go, and I've already showed you this once before, but it's okay because we need to do these things sometimes, many times before we remember. I'm going to take you to pickredirect.com. Now, I've already got an account. You know, I think, I don't remember if it cost me $9 a month or $9 a year. So it didn't cost very much. And yes, it is a paid account. Yes, there is a free version. I don't remember. You can go look it up, Pick Redirect. I really love this little program, Pick Redirect. And I know you use PicMonkey, right, Chris? And you can.
I've been using Canva more than anything right now.
Well, what I'm about to do, I don't believe you can do in Canva. You can make the picture there. But once you got the picture, you got to bring it over here to do what we're about to do to it, which is really, I just love this capability.
Sounds like I need to do a video about this.
Okay. So here to start, add one of the elements from the left menu, text, images, and add a button. Let's get the image. And the image I'm going to add, it was in Lunch with Len, it was in, no, it wasn't, I'm sorry, it was in, I just got to go, just close your eyes and ignore me, I got to go get the correct file. So all we're doing right now is, where's the file? New pictures for blog. There it is. There's the file. New pictures for blog. I'm sorry, I'm muttering. I'm just finding the picture. I just put it in an obscure place. I got so many pictures out here that it's in an obscure place. It takes me a while to find it. I could have probably done a better job of that. So, all right. Anyhow, there's the picture. Let me click on it. So there's the picture. I brought it over. Now, click here to put in your headline. What do you want it to say? Go. I don't care what it says. We're just doing this for demo purposes. Go here now. Landing page URL. Where do you want them to go when they land on this page? I suspect it's okay. I still have it. I still have the BizBuilder link there, so that's good. So we all know where this is going to go. It's going to go over to BizBuilder Mastery. Now I'm all done. I can play around with this. I can center text. I can put text on. There's a lot of things I can do here. I'm just showing you how simple this is. The simplest thing to do. Generate my URL to share. Okay. Now that has generated a button, and I'm not going to actually do the share on Facebook. I'm just going to grab the URL here. It's been copied to my clipboard. We go over to Facebook. Go there. Paste. Now, once I pasted it, I can get rid of the URL and post. Now, again, I can type more text, I can play with things, I can do things, whatever I want to do. But what's happened now is I've turned that into a clickable button. I just clicked on it. It's out on Facebook, and I just clicked on it.
That's awesome.
So, again, this is very simple things to do. Now, I'm going to show you this because this is the reason I wanted to bring this up today, because I've done the same thing, and it's really stupid. Here I have a picture, an image of Lunch with Len. And it says, we're going to create stunning clickable images and banners. And if somebody clicks on that image, guess what they get? They go to my blog. That's because where it came from. And then they have to click through here, and it's not, bottom line, it's not going where I want them to go to. Then they get this message, the web page is unavailable. Then it goes, okay, never mind. What if I just go back here to my Pick Redirect? I need to add new pick. And this is something I should have done. I don't know why I didn't do it. So, once again, I'm going through the, I got to go find Lunch with Len. I want to find that picture. Here's the picture I want. So I got my picture. I can play with the image. I can crop it. I can do whatever I want with it. Add the image in. Add the landing page URL. Lunch with Len. If I've spelled it right, I've got the URL in there. But put it in the headline. Want to eat? All right. Generate the URL. Once again,
Tacos with Chris.
what's that?
Tacos with Chris.
There you go. Okay. So I've got the URL. Let me go back here. And by the way, I'm gonna cancel this right now because, sorry, I want to cancel this post. The one I put in a minute ago, I'm going to delete it because I don't really want it out there. I should have deleted it already. Okay, so if I just go here and paste in the URL I just copied, there I have Lunch with Len. I can get rid of hello. I don't need that link there. Once it's found the link, I don't need it there on anymore. Tacos with Chris. Tacos with Chris. Okay. Post. Okay, that's now a clickable link. The picture is now a clickable link. It takes them straight to the opt-in without taking them through all the other rubbish that it was going through before.
I love it.
Isn't that simple? I'm going to cancel this right now.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm going to come off the screen share.
Okay, wait a minute. Rick's got a question here.
Okay.
He said, how much text can you use for Facebook? And I suspect since this isn't going to be an ad, you can put as much as you want in there.
I suspect that's the answer too. I'm not aware of any limitation. This is a Facebook post. This is not an ad. I could use this in an ad, but that's not what we're doing right now. I'm just putting up clickable images because so many times, you know, there's an image on a page and people click it. You go find one. People click an image and where do they go? They just go to the image. It doesn't take them anywhere. I'm scrolling. I'm not finding anything except Bob. Let's go back over here. There's got to be an image somewhere. Maybe not. Anyhow.
Go over onto Jackson's page. He's got a bunch of them.
Yeah. Bob sure puts a little bit. Okay. Bob sure puts a lot of videos up on my page. Oh, it's all right. So I click on that image. Where does it take me? Well, that actually took me someplace. So that really was a clickable image. Most images aren't. You just get a picture of the image. And I mean that's a waste because that's a waste because somebody clicked on the image. You could have taken them somewhere where they had the opportunity to opt in, sign in, get something, do something, etc. So, okay.
I think Rick's asking in the redirected how much text can you put in?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know the answer to that either, Rick. And there is an answer, and I don't know what it is. I just don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. If we went to one of these, if we went to the editor and this, I don't know. I don't know. We could experiment. I'd have to sit here and start typing to see if we ran out of text. So, because we have a headline and then we have a text description that we can put in. So I don't know the answer. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Now let's see if I can do this without stopping the broadcast. Let me come back. I'm going to stop the screen share. I don't want to stop the broadcast. Stop the screen share. All right. I don't want to stop the broadcast. I think I accomplished my mission.
Yes, you're.
Okay. So now there's more to the banner ads. There's more things we can do with them. We can put them on web pages. We can put them in posts. We can embed them. We can do a lot of things with them. But those are the essentials of the sort of the three really relatively straightforward, easy things to do with banners. And notice, while we have all those pictures out on MLSP that we can use, this is not an MLSP thing. We're not limited to just MLSP's pictures, although we certainly can use them. And they've certainly got some nice pictures there. And in fact, you know, if you go back and look at my website, you'll see that I've got other banners to MLSP sitting out there on the sidebar. So that's how to do this stuff.
That's awesome.
They're so cute together. Anybody else have any questions? Comments, criticisms, or suggestions? I'm really looking for feedback from you folks too as to what it is you'd like to see as we move forward with Lunch with Len. Maybe I'll put out a questionnaire. I'm going to send you a. We got over 107 people. We got 107 people registered, and who knows why a lot of them don't show up. And it's probably because they don't like the content or they're busy or something. I don't know, but what can I do to make it better for people?
I don't know how many people use Camtasia. I so much need some Camtasia training from A to Z.
Okay. Now, we did that with you once, right?
Yeah, you and I talked about it, and I still don't get it. And I just bought an awesome program that's got beautiful logo templates and outro. I mean, they're beautiful.
It's beautiful what?
Templates.
Okay.
To do outros and intros and logo stuff. And
okay.
I still don't know, even once I get it rendered, how to get it the hell in my and everybody seems to have such an easy time with it. Bill does an excellent job putting his intro in there.
Yeah. What program did you use for the intro?
It's called Bidos. It's brand new. It just barely came out, and I bought it because it's got so many beautiful templates in it.
Well, the problem I have no problem whatsoever doing a Camtasia training. The challenge I have is that you and I have different versions of Camtasia, and I have an older version. So I'm reticent to do a Camtasia training for the same reason I'm reticent to do an optimized press training. I'm running an older version. The new version doesn't work the same way. I am happy to get on the phone and work with you one-on-one, Chris. But unless I upgrade, and I really don't want to upgrade my Camtasia because what I have works for me. You know, I'm going to give the Rob 4 standard answer. What system should I use? The one that works for you. And so I'm sort of reticent to upgrade my Camtasia and take the time to learn a new version.
I understand.
Why don't we do the following? Why don't you and I work together one-on-one? Let me see if I can help you get over the humps. And then maybe you do the Camtasia training on the new version. And, you know, we'll put you on Lunch with Len as the Camtasia training. In fact, there's a challenge for you, Chris. Why don't you plan to do a Camtasia training on Lunch with Len, say 2 or 3 weeks from now? And I will work with you to we will find the problems you're having and get you over them because they're not hard. I know how to do what you want to do. I just don't know where the button is in your version of Camtasia. And maybe Bill can help. I don't know. Bill, which version of Camtasia are you running? Or
I'm using 7.1 right now. I've got 8, but it's not installed.
You got the same problem I've got. Oh wait, are you on a Mac?
No, I'm on PC.
Okay. Yeah, you've got the same problem I've got. I think it's 7 something, and I never upgraded to 8 something. So I just don't know what to do with it. But let's work together. Let's figure it out, and let's get someone who's got the most recent version of Camtasia to do the training, so that we don't mislead the folks out there. because I don't want to mislead people. I don't want to teach them how to do something with a version that they can't get a hold of anymore because it's too old and it's not supported.
And if you like this, these templates that I bought, you're welcome to use them because I can do unlimited or 30 a month.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, so let's do it that way. How's that sound? Let's work together. Let's get you over your humps and get you to a position where you can teach us how to use it. Don't thank you, Chris. It's okay.
Time. We can give it one hell of a try, I'll tell you that.
Just take a deep breath.
You know I never give up once I get a bull by the horn.
It's really okay. No, you're very good at this stuff. You're very good. You're just coming along. I remember when you were afraid to make a video.
Now you can't keep me off of them.
That wasn't long ago. You're really coming up, Chris. We're doing a great job. All right, everybody. I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. And we'll be back in the saddle in just a few days and riding again. And as you can tell, I'm back home, feeling good about that. For those of you who want to know or care to know, I still have some significant hip issues, hip pain in the left side, but I'm managing, I'm dealing, and every day it's better. So it's been a ride. It's an e-ticket for sure. Most of us are old enough to remember having e-tickets, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm going to kill the live broadcast. Chris, can you stay on for just a moment?
Yes.
And Bill, I don't care if you stay or don't. It's your call. But I'm not.
Pardon
Pardon me?